Does the paranormal skeptic now believe?
I hope so.
It's Kyle, Bryan, and Sarah Mix 101.5. This was a part of his Look and See series that will air on WRAL this week. He went on a paranormal investigation, and Bryan is the greatest skeptic of all time, and I'll give him credit, he took it very seriously.
Yeah, you did go over there with an open mind, which was nice.
Well, I was going to say, he took it so seriously, he dressed up as Fred from Scooby Doo.
Oh, there was that.
Yeah.
Though my clothes may not have taken it seriously, I did keep an open mind.
I believe you.
Absolutely, because, listen, I'm a skeptic, but Nelson and I were bonding over critical thinking skills, and what I love about Nelson, I have so much respect for
He is from the Ghost
Guild
that led you on the hunt Saturday. Sorry.
I have so much respect for him, because we were bonding over this. I didn't think we were going to, because he hunts ghosts, and I think ghosts are...
You're not the first skeptic he's ever met, Bryan.
But what I love... What I love about him is he's actually, I thought it was going to be every little bump. Oh, see, that's evidence.
No.
Look, that's evidence. And I would just sit there and go, uh-huh. But what I love about him is they sort of reverse, I don't want to say reverse engineer, they work backwards. They work in reverse. So whenever they hear something, they set up equipment and try to prove that it was something else.
Yeah.
Not a ghost. And then when they can't explain it, they don't say, oh, that's a ghost. They just sort of put it out there and leave it up for interpretation, which I think is the responsible thing to do.
100%.
But that aside, it was awesome going to the Mordecai Historic Park. Allegedly, there are 3 buildings that are haunted. The Mordecai House, haunted by the woman in gray. Then Andrew Johnson's birthplace.
Oh.
Inside of that 300-square-foot home.
It's tiny.
Super tiny. A hum can be heard from a little girl, and you can't understand. He has evidence of it. I really couldn't explain it when he played it for me. And then there's St. Mark's Chapel and the ghost that likes to move a table half an inch.
Ooh. I hope I'm busier doing more fun stuff in my afterlife.
Well, that's what I was talking to Nelson about. Like, why is this the stuff that they do? I learned a lot. There are 2 types of hauntings. There's the one that's, I wish I could remember the names of them. Residual. Of course he would know.
Duh.
The residual one is when energy is trapped and it just sort of plays on a loop, like the hum in Andrew Johnson's birthplace is residual. That hum, he was saying, is possibly someone who was working in the kitchen, which the kitchen was also the living room and the everything room.
Yeah, it's a real tiny house.
Real tiny. But it was fascinating. That residual is like the energy is just trapped there and playing on a loop. And then there's the other one where possibly some paranormal energy is trying to reach out and tell you something.
An intelligent haunting.
That's it.
So,
gosh, Sarah.
The big question that I have is, Bryan, the greatest skeptic of all time, do you believe a little bit more, or are you still 100% skeptic, like, yeah, whatever?
Yeah, I'm still skeptical.
But do you believe a little bit more?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
I just was like, maybe, and he moved an inch like that table.
Sarah, he showed up to the paranormal investigation as Fred from Scooby Doo.
That's a good point.
Ain't nothing changing this man's mind.
But I have so much more respect, I should say, for the science of ghost hunting, where I thought it was going to be a lot of reaching for things.
Well, you always mention that it's science, right? So people have been seeing these types of things for as long as there's been people. So it makes sense that there's a science trying to figure it out.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see this, Bryan's paranormal investigation as part of his Look and See series on WRL this Thursday, I'm thinking, for Halloween.
I think it'll be Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
The night before Halloween.
There you go. Thank you, Bryan, for your honest opinion of what went down at the Mordecai House.
It was cool, though. I mean, I had a lot of fun.